let's talk about something that I think is a big piece of stress and stress eating, which Cynthia brought up, which is resistance and inertia. Okay. Cynthia, do you want to say a little bit more about this?
Yeah, I'm so happy to be able to work on this in the group. And I noticed that if I get triggered, I have like a body up response that'll put me into a lot of times constricted breathing and kind of shut down, like not moving. And I'll stay like that for a really long time. And when I'm in that triggered state, or any state, like if I'm in a exercise state, I don't want to stop exercising, but then I, before that, wouldn't have wanted to start. Same thing with like getting into a pool and getting out of a pool or whatever. My body just is resisting shifting from one thing to another, and it's somatic. And so the resistance issue for me is how do I even remember to tap once I'm already screwed up or stressed out? That's a better way to say it.
So there's a couple different pieces here. I heard the shutdown, your breathing, your body resisting shifting from what, like you could be not exercising and you don't want to shift to exercise. You could be exercising and not want to shift to not exercising. And then the feeling, like here's the meaning, the decision, the meaning, that it's screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Did everybody just see how your shoulder just dropped when like,
wow.
Yeah.
Stuck is the word. And the other big one is not wanting to go to sleep when I'm awake and not wanting to wake up once I'm asleep.
Okay. All right. Let me just go back here for a moment. Can anybody identify with what Cynthia's talking about? Sarah, Georgia. Oh boy. Okay. Bev. Okay. Pam, I see a lot of hands here. All right. Okay. So stuck around sleep and waking as well. Now,
and the big one for this workshop is, there's no off switch here with the eating. So if I make 4 portions of stuff, I could eat it all. And then I might not eat for another 6 or 8 hours.
Okay. Okay. So so resisting transitions, there's a lot of like all or nothing.
Yes, black and white.
Black and white, all or nothing. All right. Cynthia, excuse me, are there any emotions connected to this?
Yeah, I just got it. I'm not sure if I ever got it before, but, I was trained as a kid to do whatever parents told me to do. So I would wait for their cue. And a lot of times I would just stay in my head rather than in my body, just waiting for them to tell me the next thing to do like a robot.
Wow. Okay. And you just got that. You just put that together.
I just put it together, and humorously, my dad, who mostly trained me, was a CEO of a robotics company.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's super weird. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
There's a ton of sadness around it, but I also am getting really clear in this conversation that my focus is out there on some other thing, a task I have to do. I am not very internally focused, and I would define it as codependency. So I'm always hyper vigilant unless I consciously try not to be. And I'm just waiting for some external, it could be a person or whatever, out there to respond to. So I'm not really embodied.
Okay, there we go. There now, oof, you just got right to it. Okay, so when you say a ton of sadness on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the biggest.
Yeah, a huge sorrow. I'm putting it at a 10 because it's impacted my life so dramatically. And the word that comes to mind is what you said earlier in the workshop, choice. Like I haven't owned my choices.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I want to invite you to reframe that just right off the bat. I mean, we'll do some tapping on this. But you know, hun, what I get is you weren't ever really taught to own your choices. And maybe it wasn't safe to own your choices. Cynthia, I want you to really throw your words into the mix if I'm not hitting it, okay? If I'm not hitting it accurately. Okay. Okay, so even though the truth is, go ahead, Cynthia.
The truth is that even though I feel stuck,
Even though
even though I feel stuck and I haven't owned a lot of my choices, I've made other choices that I want to acknowledge because sometimes they were just safe choices, survival choices.
beautiful. Okay. So here, I'll take it from here. Repeat after me. So even though I've been stuck,
Even though I've been stuck
and I really haven't been able to own my choices,
and I really haven't owned a lot of my choices,
I have made other choices that I have made other choices
I have made other choices,
to protect myself and keep myself safe.
mainly to protect myself and to keep myself safe.
And I really want to deeply honor that.
I really want to deeply honor that.
And I want to also honor that I'm ready to grow past that.
And I honor that I am absolutely right now ready to move past that.
And I want to send love to all these parts of me.
I send love to all these parts of me.
Even though I've been really stuck.
Even though I've been really stuck.
And my body will resist shifting.
And my body will resist shifting.
My body resists shifting in all kinds of ways.
My body resists shifting in all kinds of ways.
And especially with food, there's no off switch.
And especially with food, there's no off switch, and there's also a deprivation switch. It's a extreme cycle with the food.
Okay. Deep breath in. This extreme cycle with my food.
This extreme cycle with my food.
I love myself exactly where I'm at.
I love myself exactly where I'm at.
Even though I've been feeling stuck.
Even though I've been feeling stuck.
Stuck and shut down.
Stuck, shut down, and using food as an avoidant tool.
Stuck and shut down and using food as an avoidant tool. Okay, good.
Yeah, stuck, shut down, and using food to stuff my feelings.
Okay, good. Deep breath here. I totally own this.
I totally own this.
I'm doing it for a reason.
I'm doing it for a reason.
And I'm going to love myself right where I'm at.
And I'm going to love myself right where I'm at.
Let's go up to the top of the head, tapping on the top of the head, feeling stuck.
Feeling stuck.
Okay, let's go inside the eyebrow. Feeling stuck and so sad.
Feeling stuck and so sad.
Okay, side of the eye, feeling an ocean of sorrow.
Feeling an ocean of sorrow.
Okay, under the eye, all this sadness.
All this sadness.
Under the nose. I'm so used to feeling sad.
I am so used to feeling sad.
Right, good. Under the mouth, Cynthia. I'm so used to feeling sad.
I'm so used to feeling sad.
Okay, collarbone. All right, I'm going to throw this in. This is a little bit of a boomerang here. I wonder if some part of me might be addicted to sadness.
I wonder if some part of me is addicted to sadness.
Yeah, what does that say to you, Cynthia?
It comes it immediately as a yes.
Okay, okay, under the arm. And my body immediately says yes to that.
And my body immediately says yes to that.
Okay, top of the head. All this sadness.
All this sadness.
Okay, inside the eyebrow. And all the ways I stay stuck.
And all the ways I stay stuck.
Okay. And all the ways I resist shifting.
And all the ways I resist shifting.
Okay, under the eye, all the sadness.
All this sadness.
Good, under the nose. It's totally okay for me to feel it.
It's totally okay for me to feel it.
Under the mouth. It's okay to feel it.
It's okay to feel it.
Yeah, okay, collarbone. Even if it's scary.
Even if it's scary.
Good. Under the arm. I never really learned how to transition.
I never really learned how to transition.
Okay, top of the head. I never really learned how to be in my body.
I never really learned how to be in my body.
Okay, inside the eyebrow. I never really learned how to make my own choices.
I never really learned how to make my own choices.
Okay, and all of that makes me really sad.
All of that leaves me profoundly sad.
Okay, and I use the food to comfort myself.
And I use the food to comfort myself.
Okay, beautiful. Under the nose, deep breath here. This deep sadness.
This deep sadness.
What if I could just let it melt away?
Wow, what if I could really just let it melt away?
What's the wow there, Cynthia?
Like, what a concept.
Great, okay. What a concept.
What a concept.
Okay. What if my whole sad past
What if my whole sad past
doesn't have to be my future?
doesn't have to be my future?
Yeah, good. I know you like this. What if I can cut the shackles?
What if I can cut those shackles?
Yeah, good. Side of the eye. It might take some learning.
Might take some learning.
Good. Under the eye. It might take some relearning.
Might take some relearning.
Okay. Under the nose. I'm willing.
I am willing.
Good. Under the mouth. I'm willing to let go.
I'm willing to let go.
Okay. Okay. Collarbone. I'm getting something here, Cynthia, about the truth is I've actually survived.
The truth is, the truth is that I've actually survived, and that what I want to let go of is fear.
What I want to let go of is fear. Perfect. Beautiful. Everybody, here we go. What I want to let go of is fear.
And what I want to let go of is fear.
Yeah, good. Top of the head. And I want to let go of the fear because, why, Cynthia?
I want to let go of the fear because it's keeping my life shut down in survival. I'm not thriving.
Okay. And I really want to thrive.
I really want to thrive.
Good. Okay. Here we go. So even though it's been hard for me to own my choices in the past,
even though it's been hard for me to own my choices in my past,
good. Under the eye, I choose to thrive in this moment.
I choose to thrive in this moment.
Good. Once again, I choose to thrive.
I choose to thrive.
Yeah. How does it feel?
Really good.
Excellent. I choose to thrive.
I choose to thrive.
And I so love and appreciate myself for making that choice. Yay. Okay, good. Everybody, let's stop tapping. Whew, take a drink of water. Cynthia, Wow, brave lady. Where's your sadness? You were at a 10.
It's right underneath my, oh, where is it?
Oh,
It's, it's sort of between the gut and here, but I feel like I'm at a 5 or a 4.
that's a big drop.
Yeah. I feel like I released a lot of crap that is my past, and it was keeping me from being present.
Nice. Okay. So when you think about my body is resisting shifting, how does that, like, what comes along with that thought?
I just get a somatic sense of, my body wants to move and dance and get out of my studio apartment.
Let's do a little bit more tapping to kind of open it up a little bit more. So we're going to start tapping in the positive. So Cynthia, even though I still feel sad,
Even though I still feel sad,
and part of me just might need to feel this way for a while.
a part of me just might need to feel this way for a while.
I totally accept that.
I totally accept that.
Yeah, and I just choose to love myself in this moment.
And I just choose to love myself in this moment.
Even though part of me still feels sad and stuck,
Even though part of me still feels sad and stuck,
I really send love to my sadness and my stuckness.
I really send love to my sadness and my stuckness.
And I really appreciate myself for being willing to face this.
I really appreciate myself for being willing to face this.
So here's just the affirmations in the setup statement here, just affirming, not trying to get rid of the sadness, but sending it love. Yeah, okay. So even though I still feel sad and stuck,
Even though I still feel sad and stuck,
and maybe I will feel this way for a while,
maybe I will feel this way for a while.
and I'm just going to love myself right where I'm at.
I'm just going to love myself right where I'm at.
Good. Top of the head. Still feeling sad.
Still feeling sad,
Still feeling stuck.
still feeling stuck.
It's an old pattern.
It's an old pattern.
It's been with me for a while.
It's been with me for a while.
It might be somewhat like an old friend.
It is somewhat like an old friend.
Yeah, something that I'm very familiar with.
Something I'm very familiar with.
I might not let it go overnight,
Might not let it go overnight,
but I can love myself.
but I can love myself.
I can love myself and I can choose to thrive.
I can love myself and I can choose to thrive.
I can deeply appreciate my sadness.
I can deeply appreciate my sadness.
Okay. Try this, Cynthia. See how this feels. I can hold the sadness without letting it take me down.
I can hold the sadness without letting it take me down.
How's that? How does that feel?
It feels really powerful because I have a concept when I say it of like an inner child that's sad. So it's past. And what you said about accepting it instead of trying to push it away feels really important.
Good. Okay, let's address the inner child here for a moment. I can just send love to that little girl in me
I can just send love to that little girl in me
and say, honey, I see you.
and say, honey, I see you.
I know this is hard.
I know this is hard.
Yeah, and I'm here for you, honey.
And I'm here for you, sweetie.
Yep, and it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah, good. And I can still move forward.
I can still move forward.
And I choose.
And I
choose.
Oh, and I choose.
I choose to love myself.
I choose to love myself.
And even when I'm stuck, okay, let's try this. This is good. Even when I'm stuck, when I fall into stuckness,
And even when I fall into stuckness,
I can use the stuckness
I can use the stuckness
as a catalyst or a spark,
as a catalyst or a spark,
as a reminder
As a reminder,
Oh, I'm stuck.
oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, there must be something going on.
Oh, there must be something going on.
I'm resisting.
I am resisting.
And I can just love myself
And I can just love myself
and use it as a spark to take action.
and use it as a spark to take action.
How does that feel?
Feels right on.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay, great.
It's like, oh, you know how they say awareness, acceptance, action?
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
My awareness can spark my action.
My awareness can spark my action.
Okay, good. And I choose to accept my sadness.
And I choose to accept my sadness
And embrace the whole of who I am.
and embrace the whole of who I am.
Okay. Nice deep breath, everybody. Yeah. Okay. Where is your sadness? It was 10-5.
I actually don't feel sad because what I feel is that the resistance was that there's a sad part that's a kid part, and my current part doesn't want to hear that kid part. It's resisting it, it's pushing it away.
That's right.
And so doing that tapping allowed me to actually feel that unless, I accept the kid part and, take forward action, I'm going to stay stuck.
Right.
Yeah.
So what number would you give the sadness now? Like it was a 10 and then it was a 5.
Yeah, I think it's like a 3, honestly.
Beautiful.
Because
That was a piece of
released
work
a
that
lot.
we.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry?
Oh, I released a lot of the sadness tapping through it, and I don't think I could have ever, ever, ever done that alone.